What's going on, guys? It's Snoo603, and today I'm finally bringing you that video that I should have brought to you months ago, but for many reasons, which I'm going to point out, never happened. This is the follow-up to the Crysis 3 to Catch a Hunter tournament, where I won a PC thanks to the help of you and many others. Now, first and foremost, before I get too deep into this, I'm going to ask you guys that you be patient and hang out for the whole video. A lot went down that involves a ton of people, so by necessity, this is going to be a long video so I can explain everything that happened, and more importantly, give you the details on what I eventually ended up with for prizes, which I will get to towards the end of the video. Now, before I get into the details of what happened and what exactly we won, because yes, we did win, I want to give thanks to a lot of people, because without the help of, a dedicated group of people, this never would have happened. I had to say thank you very, very much to you guys, our subscribers, to your friends and your family, to my friends and family, all the people that we normally play with as well, like Scanner Barkley, Epona, Mantis, Inlandworks Medias, the guys at BF Podcast, obviously Fake Thriller because he was there helping out too, but it was kind of like a joint effort on our part. I cannot tell you guys how much we appreciate the effort that you went to help us win this, because to refresh your memory, in order to win the tournament, we had to get the most, well, not the tournament, but in order to win the PC, we had to get the most amount of likes out of the other 15 members that were included in this tournament, and we did win, and that's huge, because we went up against some really, really big people. Hutch, I mean, come on, we went up against Hutch and Tabes, and we won. That is 110% on the shoulders of you guys. That was, I cannot thank you enough. I do want to give special thanks to a few people. Jack Frags, Ivan, who goes by the N004500 on Twitter, and that's his YouTube channel, and also Doom49. Now, I don't really game with any of them. I've played with Doom once. I've played with Jack Frags once. I haven't had the chance to play with Ivan. It's supposed to happen, but things came up. I'm on good terms with those guys, at least. They've been really friendly and helpful when I've needed it, and I asked them to help spread the word on this video, which they willingly did. It's not like I had to really needle them. I just said, hey, guys, just asking for a quick favor, which I've never done. I've never asked them for any favors, and they rose to the occasion. Like, yeah, dude, no problem. Like, they didn't have a problem with it whatsoever. They went into the video and left a like and kind of pushed the word out to their followers. And as far as Jack Frags getting in, that is 110% Epona's responsibility. Not responsibility, but it was all due to her, because she's friends with Jack Frags, so without being friends with her and being on good terms with her, she probably wouldn't have gotten Jack Frags to help me out. But Jack Frags is an awesome dude. He was also able to, just leave a like and a comment on the video, which really, really helped also spread the word. And, those three guys have huge, huge followings and huge subscriber base, and I don't think a lot of people really understand just what they did for me just by being, doing something as simple as leaving a like and a comment on the video. That got the video out to so many more people that normally might not have seen it, and it gave us a huge jump and really broadened the gap between us and second place, that we're like, okay, going into the last 2 days of this countdown, we were feeling really good we were going to win. So again, thank you so very much to all our subscribers, all the people I mentioned, again, especially to Jack Frags, Doom49, and The End, because with just their huge subscriber base and followers and stuff, they were really, really helpful in making this happen. So again, guys, I appreciate it. You have my gratitude, and I will always appreciate what you did to help us out. So, let's get into the story of what happened. As you know, I was in the tournament. I was in the Crysis 3 to Catch a Hunter tournament, which actually happened on March 14th. So, think about that. We were almost 5 months removed from when the tournament itself actually happened. It is now August 7th. We are 1 week away from it being 5 months since I played in that tournament. Long story short, there were two winners, or there was going to be two winners for each first, second, and third place. One for the tourney itself, where we actually played and competed against one another, and then one for the video contest afterward. The video contest was just, you had to make a video kind of reviewing the footage, or not the footage, the tournament itself, using footage from the tournament, and just talking about your experience with it, what you liked, what you didn't like, and just, you could actually handle it any number of different ways, and I just handled it as reviewing it, and, talking about just that very awesome, unique, and rare opportunity that I was afforded to be able to be a part of this. I mean, I was in there with some really, really well-known, really popular company, and I gotta tell you, I felt very, very grateful to be included in that, they saw that what I was doing covering Crysis 3 during the beta, and they rewarded that by inviting me to this, super select, awesome tournament, if you will. We'll throw quotes around that for how special it was. But no, seriously, it was fantastic. I still am kind of, awestruck, even now, 5 months later, that I was one of the 15 people worldwide to be selected to be in this tournament. So it was awesome. Again, as some of you know, which should be obvious by now, we did win that second part of the tournament, the video contest, where we had the most amount of likes. In first place for that, was a PC and an additional video card. We also got 2 video cards just for participating, but I'll cover that again later on in this commentary. The tournament winner itself was actually Mongol FPS. And from the tweets I saw, he actually got his PC in that first week of April. Now, I was told on March 26th, mark that day, trying to remember that now as moving forward in this commentary. March 26th, I was informed that we had indeed won. They had 100% confirmed that it was legit, that we won that aspect of the tournament. We were going to get the PC, and we would get it within the week. Mongol got his right on time. Meanwhile, after that point, I heard nothing. So, again, to try and make a very long story short, someone somehow messed up the correspondence between companies. There are 4 companies involved in this: EA, AMD, Crytek, and Meh Computers. That's M-E-H, like meh. Run by a very awesome guy, run and owned actually by a guy named Jason, who built the winner's PC. So he built the PC for Mongol. He actually built some other PCs for other tournaments. And as an interesting side note, Jason actually built almost every single PC that people were playing on at any of the EA-backed booths at E3 this year. He said he built about 170 PCs just for E3 alone. He's the guy that builds those PCs that everyone gets to use for like demos and whatever during big gaming conventions. He's like EA's guy. Very, very awesome guy. He's been very, very helpful with this the whole way through. So at some point, someone messed up the paperwork and the communication, where they went to Jason and said, you were supposed to build 2 PCs, but instead they said, build 1. And that's all he was ever told. And I don't remember who it was, and it's not really important because they owned up to it. Again, I don't know who or what company it was that botched the correspondence, but they completely owned up to it. They said, no, dude, listen, we're really sorry about this. We made a mistake, and we're going to make it right by you. Unfortunately, it took about a month for them to get that figured out, but eventually I got an email saying, guess what? Your PC is on its way. I get the first PC. I get what was supposed to be the PC that I was supposed to have, at least a month ago at this point. And open it up, and it's a nice case, but inside it's not what I was promised. Now, I signed a contract playing in this tournament, and that promised, is spelled out, explicitly what I was going to be getting, and I signed it. So, I had like a legal document saying exactly what I was going to win if you won, first, second, or third place. So I'm looking at this PC, and do not get me wrong, it was a very, very nice PC, but I was, for first place, per what the contract said, supposed to win a $2,500 PC, and this was about a $1,300 or $1,400 one. I don't remember exactly what the price was, but I'm going to go over the full list and the breakdown of everything that's in it later on in the video, so give that a minute. So from that point, I opened up the emails again and talked to them. I said, listen, guys, I really appreciate you got the PC to me, and it's a nice PC, but it's not what I was promised. And I did know what Mongol FPS got, and what I got was about half of what he got as far as capability-wise go. So a couple weeks later, they're like, okay, we're sorry, we fucked up again. Again, no one told us what we were supposed to build. We just thought that this was it. So there is a second PC on its way to you. And by the way, because we fucked up so bad, we're going to let you keep that first one. So I'm like, oh, they're sending me the PC that I'm actually supposed to have gotten from day one, and I get to keep the first one. This is fantastic. Even if I get a second PC that's just as good as this first one, yeah, the 2 of them together equal the one I was supposed to get, but that's still fine. I mean, like I said, it was still a really nice PC. It would work out great in the end. So eventually, a couple weeks later, in arrives PC number 2. And it's a nice PC. And I'll just tell you right now, before getting to the full list later, it was a Corsair 650D or T. I forget the exact brand, model that it was. Anyways, it was a really nice PC. Had cross-fired 7970s in it, 120 gig, solid state, things like that. But I booted it up, and I knew instantly something was wrong. The moment I started playing Battlefield 3, I got about 5 minutes of gameplay, blue screen, crash, shutdown, restart. Okay, what the hell is going on? Tried playing again, it just kept happening. Made sure all my Windows updates were done, all drivers were updated, things like that, just to rule out any possibility of that. It's still crashing on me. I'm like, okay, so open up the emails and talking to Jason at Meh Computers, and he said, okay, someone messed up, and I will own this mistake. I cannot stress to you guys just how mature and awesome and responsible all these guys were at owning up to their mistakes. Now, Jason failed to tell the guys, and I believe Crytek, who had the PC last, do not ship it with the video cards mounted, which they did. And if you do not know how a PC works, if anyone's kind of curious, video cards really aren't in there all that strong. They're kind of held just by like 2 little screws and then the motherboard itself. So what happens is when you ship it, even though you've got the case itself wrapped up nice and tightly, the video card's still going to have some play. So what happened was during shipping on the second PC, one of the PCI slots on the motherboard actually had broken, and same with like that part on the video card, if you will, that inserts into the motherboard, that cracked as well. As long as it wasn't gaming, the PC actually ran awesome, but the moment I tried to play any game, it wasn't working. So I got my PC finally, and it's dead in the water. Like, I have to rebuild the thing from scratch because the motherboard has to be replaced. Open up the emails again. You can see kind of a recurring theme here. And I've been patient the whole time, been very, very polite to them. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where, like, okay, guys, can we just wrap this up? Because we're so close to being done, and it's just, like, little things that keep happening. So the final solution was, okay, Jason got back to me and says, listen, I have a third PC. It's a wicked nice PC. This is something that I built myself, and I've been using personally for, like, I think he said about a month or 2 months. It was a really nice PC. There's nothing wrong with it. He was testing it with a new micro ATX case. So he said, if you want it, take it. And I will send you a new motherboard, and you can just rebuild that second PC. And that third PC is my way of saying, I am so sorry this fucked up again. So I said, all right, fine, go for it. So a few weeks later, this is actually on July 24th, I got the third PC sent to me. Now this is 2 days shy of 3 months removed from the day I found out I actually won the PC. I get the PC home, start it up, I'm actually on it right now. This thing is fucking awesome. It's ran perfectly, there's been no issues, it's come as promised. Right now, as far as everyone's concerned, we are done. We got everything. The only thing we're waiting on is the replacement motherboard still for that second PC. But really, it's pretty much all here. Now, no one at any point anticipated any of these issues that were going to come up. But it doesn't matter. It's over and done with. Like I said, everyone owned up to all their own mistakes. Everyone said, listen, we're sorry. We'll make it right. And they did. Because not only did they send me 3 PCs, which, by the way, I got to keep all 3. They also sent me a bunch of other goodies. I'll get to that later. Very last thing in this video, I'm going to cover absolutely everything we got. Let's just move into that, because now that I've covered the story of what happened, let's cover what did I get. So the short and skinny of it is, for those keeping count at home, I got 3 PCs. Count it, 3. And I'm not saying that like really in a bragging manner. I'm just saying that these guys, they know that they made a mistake, and it's not like they did it out of just being careless or anything. They just, accidents happen, and unfortunately I was on the receiving end of many mistakes, and I understand that mistakes happen. We're all human. It's unavoidable. It's just they piled up a lot on me, but I'm not complaining, and I really, I did complain a little bit, and understandably so, but I never was being a complete brat about it at any point. Like, I never said, oh, you better send me a bunch of shit to make up for this. They went out of their own way and did that on their own. I never asked for anything. I would have been 110% content with just getting the PC that I was promised from day one, the one that I signed the contract on. And these guys went above and beyond. They sent me 3 PCs. You want to talk about customer service and making a shit show of a problem right? These guys did that tenfold, and I just got to keep saying that I'm so thankful, and thanks guys for doing this, because it's fantastic. Now the other thing is, for participating, we were going to get 2 7970 video cards, and if you won first place, you get the PC plus another 7970. The very first thing we got were 3 Sapphire HD Vapor X 7970 video cards. So again, 2 just for participating, and the 1 actually came with the PC that was originally promised. Now the other goodies they sent, this is some good shit, and I'm actually in the middle of using some of it right now. A Corsair K60 keyboard, which actually unfortunately died a week after I got it, and I had to send that back to have it replaced. A Corsair K90 keyboard, Corsair M60 and M65 mouse, pair of Corsair headphones. I don't remember what they are at the moment, so you'll have to excuse me for that, I'm sorry. And a Corsair 120 gig solid state drive. Awesome, awesome shit. So let's get down to the last thing, the last part of this, breaking down exactly what goes in every single PC. And we're going to start with the third PC that was sent, because that's actually my main PC that I use 24/7 now. That is my main gaming rig, and at the moment, the one that I do some editing on. So let's go over the PC part picker list and see what it is. Now, as you can see in the background, I've got a little picture of the PCs, and I'll flash them up here and there. You guys will see it as I'm going along. I'm not going to try and sync up my commentary when I put the picture up. So, first PC, main PC. Let's start with the CPU. I'm going to go just the exact list, the exact way it's laid out on the PC part picker. Down in the description is a link to all 3 PCs, as well as the 3 video cards that we got, so you guys can see exactly what it is that we got. So, CPU, I got an Intel i7 3770K 3.5 gigahertz quad-core CPU. I have a CPU cooler. It's a Cooler Master side-on. Excuse me if I don't pronounce that correctly. I'm sorry. Motherboard is an Asus Maximus 5 Gene Micro ATX. Very, very nice motherboard. For memory, this is what I really like about this. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's 4 8 gig sticks of DDR3 1600 Crucial Ballistics Sport XT for the RAM. So take it for what it's worth. I'm still trying to learn a lot of this computer stuff. I just know it's pretty good, especially having 32 gig, right? Storage. I have the Corsair Neutron Series GTX 120 gigabyte solid state, and then for additional storage, I have a Western Digital green 2 terabyte 5400 RPM HDD, a spinner hard drive, whatever you want to call it. Video cards. I have cross-fired MSI Radeon HD 7970 video cards. The case is a Silverstone TJ08B-E micro ATX mini tower. Power supply is a Cooler Master 850 watt. Disk drive is just some Samsung regular DVD CD writer, no big deal. The OS on this is Microsoft Windows 7 Professional. That allows it so you can get up over 16 gigs of RAM. And then I've got a couple other things here. I put my monitor in there, even though I purchased that myself. It's BenQ 21.5 inch. I like it. It's only a 60 hertz refresh rate. It's not the Beast 120, but that's next on the list of purchases. Keyboard, I'm rocking the Corsair Vengeance K90 for this particular PC. And actually the M60, but for some reason it's not listed anymore because they've gone to the M65 now. But that's what I spent, the $60 on mine. So minus the cost of the monitor and the keyboard and the mouse, it actually comes into about $2,400 of value on my main PC, which is spot on for what they said I was going to get in the contract. So very, very happy. Next up is actually PC number 1, which I'm going to be using as my streaming PC. And yes, cat's out of the bag. Snoop603 is going to get into some streaming. As soon as I get some sort of external capture card that I can, send all the video and audio from main PC to stream PC and then send it out to the interwebs for all of you to watch and enjoy. So the stream PC, starting with the CPU, again, working my way down. It has an AMD FX 8350 4.0 gigahertz 8-core CPU. It's actually very, very nice, very fast. Motherboard is an Asus Sabertooth 990FX R2.0. For RAM, I have the Corsair Vengeance 16 gig. It's 2 8-gig sticks. Storage, again, it's pretty much the same as the last one. It's got a Corsair Neutron Series GTX 120 gig solid state. It's kind of hokey, but it didn't come with any additional memory. The Western, what you see there, if you're looking at the PC part picker list yourself, I've got 2 Western Digital HDDs in there. One's a 1 terabyte, one's a 1.5. Those are actually mine. They came off my original PC, so I threw those in there. That's going to be my storage on that. For video card, it came with a Sapphire Radeon HD 7950. Still pretty good video card. Nothing crazy, but pretty good. The case is a Corsair 600T ATX mid tower. Very nice case. I'm actually very, very happy with it. Some people say it's a little boring, but I like it. Power supply is a Corsair 700 watt. Optical drive is, again, I had to put this in because that first PC didn't even come with an optical drive. It's just an LG CD DVD writer. It's nothing crazy. And then the OS is Microsoft Windows 7 Home Premium. Both PCs 64-bit, whole 9 yards. So PC number 2. This one actually went to Chris. And if you're kind of curious as to why that happened, it's because, well, everything that I got was through the Shustybang channel. And Chris and I have always made it from day one that anything we got through the channel, we split 50-50. Anything we earned. And that's what we've done. And we got like almost to the dollar, pretty close, 50-50 split on everything that we got out of this. Which actually worked out for Chris really well because he didn't do much of anything for correspondence to get all this. So it worked out for him. And yes, I called you out, you lazy bastard. I'm kidding. So the second PC, which is in the hands of Fake Filler now. CPU is, again, another AMD FX 8350. Has a CPU cooler, the Cooler Master side on again. The motherboard is Asus Sabertooth 990FX R2.0. For RAM, he's just got AMD Entertainment Edition. It's just 8 gig. It's actually 2 4-gig sticks. It's kind of weird. Storage, it is the Corsair Neutron Series GTX 120 gig solid state. It's actually a really nice spinner for additional storage. Western Digital Caviar Black Edition 2 terabyte. Let's see. This one also has cross-fired MSI Radeon HD 7970 video cards. The case is a Corsair 650D ATX mid tower. Very nice case. Thing's a monster. You can put anything you want in there. Power supply is a Corsair 800 watt. Disk drive, just some random Samsung again thing. Just something real simple. And then the OS is a Microsoft Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit. And that wraps up what all the PCs are. And you guys get to see some pictures, you get to see what they look like, and you get to be able to see a little teaser of my man cave. I'm going to be covering the desks that I built that you saw in there. So there you have it. There is the long story short. And again, I got to come back real quick and just say thank you guys so much for helping this happen. Like, I've said it so many times, I really can't figure out a way to truly thank you guys for helping us win all this stuff. We do have something hopefully coming up for the month of October leading up to Battlefield 4 that will hopefully be our way of showing you guys thank you very much. We're going to give back to you guys if it all works out. If you get to this point, put in the secret code saying Snoov is the best or something like that. Yeah, we'll just go with that. We'll keep it simple. It doesn't need anything crazy. But yes, I'm trying to kind of tease you and trick you. Well, not trick you by any means, but try and tease you, letting you know that we have something big that is in the works, and hopefully it all comes to fruition, because if it does, you guys are going to be fucking stoked leading up to Battlefield 4. That's all I got to say. At the very least, though, we're definitely coming out swinging leading up to Battlefield 4 with daily videos, getting back into it. We have a ton of stuff we're going to cover, so hope you guys are excited. In the meantime, 3 vids a week leading up to pretty much the end of September, and then from that point on, be daily videos probably for like the next year and a half. So that's it. If you guys wanted to see anything else on this stuff, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what it is, something I may not have covered that you would like to see. And if I need to, I'll do another video. Otherwise, hell, you can even tweet at me, and I can answer your questions there. So definitely follow me on Twitter. It's at Snoov603. Also give a follow to Chris. He's at Fake Thriller. And if you want, even our Shustybang account, at Shustybang. But we're very, very active, actually, on all 3. We've recently been very, very active with the Shustybang account. All right, I'm done rambling. I hope you guys stuck it out for the video. If you did, I appreciate it. Again, thank you all very much for making this happen. Can't tell you how excited I am to have all this and to be, on this beast PC, which I gotta tell you, makes Battlefield 3 look fucking awesome. I'm done rambling. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.